Hi guys, my name is Yash. I'm a ACBA certified business analyst. Let's continue with our 11th interview question of the BA interview series. Okay, so what if the interviewer asks, what do you know about the RACI matrix? The RACI matrix. So R stands for responsible, A stands for accountable, C stands for consulted, and I stands for informed. Okay. So RACI matrix or responsibility assignment matrix is a tool used to clearly define roles and responsibilities for tasks within a project. As a business analyst, I use RACI to ensure that there is clarity on who is doing the work, who is ultimately accountable, who needs to be consulted for inputs, and who should be kept informed. This helps in avoiding confusion, duplication of work, and communication gaps during project execution. In my CraftCart project, I applied this concept while defining roles across different functions. For example, the development team were responsible for implementing features. The product owner was accountable for final approvals. Stakeholders like sellers or operations were consulted for inputs, and end users were kept informed throughout the updates. This helped in maintaining clear ownership and smooth coordination. Overall, RACI improves accountability, communication, and efficiency in project execution. Right? So, as you guys know, it's basically RACI. What is RACI? It's a tool used to define roles, responsibilities, and ownership in a project. Right? So, if I could give you an example, I have a pic here, an image. Okay, so this is the image. This is an example of an RACI chart. As you can see here, the project manager is accountable to define project goals. The project sponsor is responsible to define project goals. Business analyst is consulted in this case, right? The technical team is informed, and the stakeholders are also consulted. While for requirement analysis, the project manager is consulted, project sponsor is informed, business analyst is responsible for requirement analysis, right? And technical team is consulted, stakeholders are accountable, right? Then for final project approval, project manager is responsible, right? Because project manager is the one who confirms everything for final project. Project sponsor is accountable, okay? Business analyst is consulted, technical team is informed, and stakeholders are consulted too, okay? So you should remember what R is for responsible, that is person doing the work. A is accountable, person answerable for the final outcome. C is consulted, person whose opinion is needed, right? I is informed, person who should receive updates. So let me give you a very real life easy example, okay? For example, if we are building a mobile app, the developer here would be responsible for coding. Project manager would be accountable for project delivery. Client would be consulted for requirements. And the management team would be informed about the progress. This role clarity is called the RACI matrix, the RACI matrix. RACI helps define who does what in a project. It removes confusion by clearly assigning responsibilities to team members. So by this example, I hope you clearly understand what is RACI matrix. And in my CraftCart example, also you can see very well the development team was responsible for implementing features. Product owner was accountable for final approvals. Stakeholders like sellers and operations were consulted for inputs, and end users were kept informed through updates. Right? I hope you guys understand the RACI matrix, the RACI matrix. Right? Thank you so much for watching, guys.